Hello everybody and welcome to some more Spirit gameplay, and this time I am playing my Prestige 2 Spirit. So the add-ons I'm using in this game you're gonna see are my two favorite add-ons, the Wakizashi Saya and Katana Suba. The Wakizashi Saya moderately increases haunting reappearance duration, moderately increases haunting reappearance movement speed, and the Suba slightly increases haunting reappearance duration and slightly increases haunting reappearance movement speed. These two add-ons together make it so when I come out of my haunting, I am going light speed and can probably get a hit on anybody that I see. As for the perk setup, got Haunted Ground, Strider, Discordance, and Ruin in this first game because, again, these are the best perks that I got at the moment because the entity does not always give you what you want. So just gonna try and do my best with what the entity has given me. So let's get into the games. Here we are in Azerov's resting place. Now this map can be great for killer or great for survivor. If the survivors are smart, then the killer's gonna have a terrible time on this map because it's so big and hard to patrol everything. I'm just gonna go to the other side of the map though. And I want you guys to listen very carefully. Did you hear that? That was the sound of somebody breathing. And look, there's two survivors. So, I just pretended not to see the Dwight there. But just in case you guys missed it, let's go back for a second. Listen closely and see if you can hear the breathing from that survivor. So that is why sound is so important as killer, especially when you are in the spirit. You have to be listening for things like breathing, rustling in the grass, and movement. I thought she was camping the pallet there, that's why I swung. The reason I'm chasing her instead of Dwight is because Dwight's injured now. He's gonna try and find help or something. And oh look, a Claudette, and we have Haunted Ground. And she went for the obvious window vault. So easy free hit there. Still gonna try and see if I can catch Feng, who ran off in this direction. Oh, and look, there's Dwight. No idea why you're running around in a dead zone. Never be in a dead zone, especially when you're injured. If you have sprint burst, dead zones are fine. And if you don't know what I mean by dead zone, it's just an area that's open like this one, and there's no pallets or anything that can help save you from the killer. Alright, they just got the heal, so they have to be here, right? I'm gonna try and use my power to catch up to Feng. I see the grass moving, so I hear her running to the left. There we go. Mind gamed her without even knowing where she was. So, I got some nice pressure there. They had to stop what they were doing to get Claudette up from the ground. They found Ruin, one person did. So I got basically a free injury. Oh look! So now I know where all the survivors are. Two survivors are at the hook where Dwight was. Claudette was there. So I have no reason to hook her now. I'm gonna try and catch someone. Okay. Should've probably went the other way. But I'm still gonna be able to hit him. And he just made a big mistake there, buddy. Two big mistakes. So first mistake, he wasted half of his speed boost running into a rock. The other half he wasted throwing the pallet. And then he ran without even checking to see if I broke the pallet. So he ran right into my blade. So these survivors are giving me absolutely no reason to hook tap though, because they saved from the hook, so I'm gonna go back. And they're all in the same area. All four survivors are in this half of the map. None of them are spreading out to the other side. Claudette, for some reason, is hiding on the edge of the map. She doesn't even have Iron Will, so not sure what you're doing. They got everyone up, but it's okay. Everyone's injured. They're all, you know, they're feeling the pressure. They got no gem progress. Everyone's injured. Everyone's been hooked. Well, not everyone, but. And people are running all over the place, not knowing where the killer is, against a spirit who can be invisible. Not the smartest thing. If I was one of these survivors, I would have ran to the other side of the map, away from everybody. Okay? That would be the smart thing to do. Run away from everyone, heal up, because right now I'm keeping them contained in this side of the map. And that's what makes this killer, I mean, that's what makes this map strong for killers if you keep all the survivors on one side. If they spread out, that's where the killer loses their power. Now I'm pretty sure these people have given up because that tap just farmed Feng off the hook and Feng is sitting there teabagging. I know he's gonna save, so I'm gonna try and get the save hit. Again, people throwing pallets without looking. Of course, she ran the opposite direction, so she didn't run straight, which is good on her. And then she's on the edge of the map again for some reason, and vaulting windows at me. So I guess this Claudette likes to hug the edge of the map, which is something you should never do unless you have Lithe, because those small window vaults can't actually save you. And that survivor just now who popped the gen, I guess he's safe because he's on the opposite side of the map. I don't have enough mobility to get there. So I decide that it's not really worth going over there for him because all 3 survivors are here and he'll probably come here to get one of them up, which he did get the Claudette, or the Claudette has Unbreakable. So I'm trying to listen to her cries. I don't see any scratch marks. She can't have gotten far. She has to be somewhere around here. There's no way she got that far with no scratch marks. Let's see if they're working on a gen back here now. The reason I'm not using my power is because I want to try and use my power to catch somebody. So now they saved. I'm just gonna go straight there. And I'm gonna check. Oh! I saw her! Out of the corner of my eye, I saw that Claudette sitting next to the jungle gym. And again, she jumps the window right into me. So, you know, this Claudette, super predictable behavior. I just assumed she would do the same thing she's been doing all game, and I caught her. She jumps windows without looking, she throws pallets without looking. She kinda looks behind her when she runs, because she didn't run straight away from the gym, she ran to the right. But bad mistakes, and they just popped a gen, so I know where this guy is. Now they have access to the hatch. Dwight is kinda lagging a little bit. He went down in the corner, and they just saved. So, bad play on their part, because now I know where all the survivors are. Hey, let's see if Claudette's at that jungle gym on the edge of the map again, huh? She's gotta be, right? She is! Jump the window? Oh! Same thing again! Jumping the window into my blade. How predictable. Okay, so this guy's probably gonna heal the slug, so going for Dwight. And look, scratch marks. There's that. Now, you know, Dwight, he should have tried to crawl to a safer area, because again, this is a dead zone, and they already wasted the only pallet in this area. Oh, now he's looking behind him. Yeah, nothing you can do there, Tap, I'm sorry. Because this is a dead zone. So, survivor mistakes were very plentiful this game. They were sticking to dead zones. They weren't looking behind them. They were throwing stuff without looking. Here's what you have to know about Azerov's. Azerov's is one of the largest maps in the game, and it's really hard for killers when you play it right as survivor. So, as a survivor on this map, you have to take advantage of how large the map is. And don't have all 4 survivors on one side of the map like these survivors did, because it makes it so easy for the killer to just contain you guys in the area and get you all hooked. If you separate, like what that Tap did was he went to the opposite side of the map and did a gen there. If you separate like he did, you have a better chance at surviving, because one, the killer doesn't want to go across the entire map to chase one survivor and then have gens started to get done. I'd rather stay in the area where 3 survivors are than go to where the 1 survivor is. But you have to be careful though. Oh look, there's the hatch. Gonna walk right over it for the DM. Yeah, I know, I'm terrible. I'm so mean. But anyway. As survivor though, you have to be careful not to bottleneck your last 3 generators to one side of the map, because that's very easy to do. So if you bottleneck 3 gens to one side, you can die. So you have to split up your gens on that map, and if you split up your gens and you separate to both sides, guaranteed, killer will not win. And that guy is right there. Altruism did destroy the team. They were all clumped up in a dead zone. On to the next game. Here we are at the Groaning storehouse. I have the rusty flute this time instead of the purple sword because I ran out of purple swords, and the rusty flute considerably increases my haunting power recovery. They used a secret, so that means that the survivor either spawned as far away as possible from the killer, the survivor spawned with another survivor, or all 4 survivors spawned together. So, if it's the last 2, they're grouped up. So I got a free hit on the David here. Gonna see. And not moving for some reason, so I guess I'll just hook him. My setup's different this time because I spent some more points and I figured Discordance wasn't working that well. So I'll just use Whispers and Blue String. Gonna try and sneak up here. But they ran away. And there's Claudette. She has Sprint Burst and took the window for some reason. No idea why you would do that when you can run right through the jungle gym. You can try and cut her off at the pallet. Cut her off at Killer Shack instead. Another survivor throwing pallets without looking, and they wasted the most powerful pallet in the game. A Killer Shack pallet is the safest pallet. You never want to just throw it willy-nilly. So 2 people are in the back there, at least. Maybe 3 because that heal was pretty fast. Or they have will make it. Anyone coming down this way? Gonna try and get a surprise attack. Okay, someone was running. Alright, I just mind gaming myself. Oh look, someone's crouch walking! Someone's crouch walking in the hook! What the heck? You don't... What is that? But yeah, I just mind gaming myself there. Thought he was gonna hug the corner for some reason. He's around here. I see the scratch marks appearing. And we got the save. I think I'll go over here. See if they're healing in the corner or some crazy crap. Of course! I heard them healing, that's how I knew they were there. Sorry if you didn't hear it. That's the one reason I made that no commentary nurse game, is because sometimes it's hard to hear everything that I can hear when I'm talking. Which is why in the previous game I did that like replay. Okay, is that Shaq? He's gonna jump, right? Well, he did jump, but he went towards me, so should have appeared sooner, I guess. So I don't see any scratch marks in the corner there, so I'm just gonna hook this guy. And then you got her up. And all of them are running the same direction. Some of them, one person double backed. So that was a good idea on their part, to not keep running straight. But I figured that's what they would do. Yeah, I thought the Claudette was hugging the tree because that's what Claudettes like to do, and I heard her cries of pain. Oh! Oh! Whoa! 2 survivors here. 2 injured survivors just running around the storehouse. Did not expect that, honestly. I've been mind gaming myself more than usual this game. Alright. Well, this is a really good situation because I'm about to have 2 survivors in the basement. And you can't really say, oh, scratch marks. Going for the save when I'm still here. I mean, I guess what else are you gonna do? They did not have borrowed time though, so Claudette just got farmed. And, oh, okay. I thought about using my power to catch up, but she had too much of a speed boost with the hit. Baited that. Gonna try and catch her with my power. Cannot hear her. There you are. Alright. Let's go ahead and hook her. Boil over. What am I gonna do? Well, they just healed somebody, so I'm gonna drop Kate because they're gonna try and heal someone else. Okay. This David. Not sure what's up with this David. Maybe he has lag, but usually people who lag are teleporting. Yeah. So if a killer just picks up a survivor and you heal someone nearby, the killer's probably gonna drop that survivor, just a heads up. Because why would you commit to hooking someone which can take a good amount of time and allow all the survivors to get a free heal? I'm not gonna do that. So they're probably gonna try and heal Kate, right? That's what I would assume. No idea where she crawled off to. Alright, so they healed to full, which is a good idea. I just saw a crouching Jeff. So I'm gonna mind game him. Watch this. Mind gamed. I pretended I was gonna pick her up and then used my power. And then he just farmed the crap out of her. Poor Claudette can't catch a break. Gonna try and catch up with him again with my power. Saw the crows. That's one great thing about the spirit. You can just pretend to use your power and things will happen. Or actually use your power and things will happen. I pretended I would pick her up and then I got her. I got him, actually, Jeff. And then, fortunately, Kate was at the pallet here. Again, boil over is such a good perk, by the way. No idea where my hook was. And I did all of this without haunted ground. I can't wait to get the build I want on Spirit though, because then I don't have to use Ruin anymore. Because I do not like Ruin. I think Ruin is overrated. A lot of people run Ruin because they like, oh, it delays the gens, but when you're against good survivors, they just power on right through Ruin like it doesn't exist. And Ruin is just too easily countered by survivors. All they have to do is break the totem. Like, personally, I can hit greats 90% of the time, so Ruin does not harm me that much. I'm just kicking gens here for extra points. Trying to see if I can break any pallets. So yeah. I honestly think killers should try running other perks besides Ruin, and then see how it goes for them. Because there are a lot better perks to run. Let's take a look at their perks here. Oh look! That David that was standing around complains about lag. So I guess he was lagging. But that's his fault for not dodging the lobby. You got a ping indicator? So if the ping is high, just dodge, right? Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. As always, good luck out there in the fog, and see ya next time.